Hi guys, Kimberly Terry, and I'm going to be doing a first impression / review on this really cool stuff that I think I saw an infomercial on YouTube. I don't even know how. Actually, Mattman was the one who said, hey, you need to check out this stuff. It's called Sugru, Sugru, and it's, yeah, self-setting rubber. When I saw this stuff, funnily enough, I immediately thought of these shoes, which are extremely sentimental to me, and I have not been able to repair. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. The infomercial for this stuff was very, very I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's not inspiring. It was, well, look at all this stuff that you're supposed to be able to fix. It's supposed to bond to like everything. Plastic, metal, all kinds of stuff. And so, yeah, this is really cool. It says you can use it to create like bounce, to protect your phone and whatnot. It's heat resistant. It loves the cold. I wish I loved the cold. I do not love the cold. Flexible and insulating, 3D and tactile, soft touch, make your shoes more comfy. Hey. And waterproof. Which is really the biggest issue that I have with these right now. These are definitely one of my most favorite pairs of boots that I have ever owned. These were a retail therapy purchase made the weekend of my grandfather's funeral, approximately 10 years ago, 9-10 years ago, and I literally wore them out. I mean, wore them to pieces. So when I saw the infomercial on these things, I immediately thought, okay, well, I'm gonna get some and try it on my boots, because super glue, of course, you know, that didn't cut it. Sugru didn't cut it, so I got a 3-pack of the black, as well as the limited edition colorful fixing, because while I thought of my shoes first, Mattman, being the awesome person that he is, thought of my artwork before he thought of anything else. He thought, moldable plastic, you should be able to use this on your ponies and your dolls and whatnot. So I got the black to try it out on my shoes, and I got the color for my art. I got the color, I got the color for my studio. And here I go, being very ADD bunny. Let's see. Sugru will stay fresh for 13 months from the date it was made. Use it in this time and the cured Sugru will last and last. There's a use by date on every pack. Check it out, and there actually is a use by date on the pack. So I have until next summer to use all this. That's okay, I'm going to use it now. But I know I don't need to mix it. What do I do with it? Okay, here we go. Forms like Play-Doh, bonds to almost anything. Almost anything. Transforms into rubber overnight. Woo! Okay, so my hands are clean. It says wash hands, open full pack, roll in fingers, apply and form, leave to cure. That's pretty sensitive. Sensitive? I read that somewhere, right? I had to have. Why would the word sensitive? Simple. Pretty simple. So, okay. I got me a little pack open. I should have turned the light on. I could do that now. Ew. It looks like tar. And it really doesn't want to open from the one side very easily. Okay. Here we go. So, just rip it open. And I don't know, how much is this supposed to be? I don't know that either. I'm sure it says somewhere here. How much is it? I don't know. It's not going to tell me. And I don't care enough to look. It just should be enough to do at least one shoe, if not both shoes.
So funky.
Alright, so, and this stuff wasn't terribly expensive all the same. I sure as heck don't want to waste it. I don't know what I paid. My total was $31, and that was with shipping and everything, and I think this was like 15 or 20. I'll have to go and look, and I'll tell you guys how much I paid for the 3-pack. So, okay, yeah, this stuff does not require, it's very soft. So I'm not like having to knead it to get it pliable. Obviously, it's very gushy. It obviously is staining my hands. So gloves might be a good idea if you care about getting goop on your hands. I don't. So, okay, I'm just going to squish it on my shoes. I'm going to try to take half of this stuff first, because since I've just got a crack here, obviously I'm just going to be using a teeny tiny bit of this stuff, really. And, oh no, I don't want to get it dirty either. Just roll it out into a little line. That should go across my shoe. Would that fit?
No.
Roll it some more. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay. Okay. Now then, I did do a little bit of prepping. Like I said, I've been wearing these things broken for a couple of years now, and because they're broken, and I couldn't wear them in the rain, or when it was wet, no steppy in puddles. But I wore the ever living daylights out of them, and because of this, the fabric on the inside of the soles has managed to push its way through, and I'm going to shove that back in there. Yes, so if this will work, please work, please work, please work. If this will work, it should, in theory, not only fix my broken sole. My youngest son says, "Have you tried Jesus?" Ha 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 ha. This should not only repair my broken soles, but it should also make them waterproof so that I don't have to be so dang blind picky when I want to wear them out. I can wear them whenever I want to. And these boots I wear all year long. All year long. And I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take, because it does look like I can definitely fill the cracks with just half here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take 2 packs, and I'm going to go over and put some more over this entire piece of the sole here, just to give it a little more, what's the word? Give it a little more structural integrity, since it's already very weak and very damaged. So yeah, I'm just kind of spreading it out here, and this stuff is very, very, very moldable. It feels nice, and if it'll work, I'm gonna love this stuff. I don't know what kind of uses I can do with it in the studio, other than the obvious, using it for like clay, which could potentially be awesome, because this stuff is not supposed to be breakable. It's supposed to be like, kind of spongy. Alright, I got some extra here, and I'm just going to fill out the center. Right here. And just pressing it in, pressing it over. Very, very lightly. Easy peasy. Not difficult at all. So, one down, one to go. We will come back once I have applied, on both shoes, applied the Sugru across the seam and giving it a bit more here on the sole, and we'll see what we think of it. Go ahead and open this one up too. I've got both of the boots hopefully mended. Let's hope, let's hope, let's hope. I did want to open this up and have a look at it as well. I will say about the black, it does have an odor. It's not unpleasant. It's a little chemically. It smells kind of like lemongrass, actually. And it is very sticky. This is what I've got after washing my hands with just soap and hot water. So I'm gonna have to take like some Gooby Gone to get it off. And it feels a lot like epoxy clay and epoxy sculpt. The film that most self-drying, self-hardening clays have afterwards feels very, very similar to that. I don't know if lemongrass is quite the way, right? I can't talk today. It smells very familiar, but I don't know what it smells like. At any rate, it doesn't smell bad, which is all that I really care about. Okay, and then what was this? This was a limited edition, colorful, I don't know. It came with these 4 different colors, which, of course, gave me the instant idea of let go of doing a Sakura pony, a G4. Yeah, so those are the first impressions. It's not terribly sticky. I have to keep coming and putting a little bit of pressure to keep, because like I said, the boot's been split for so long. So yeah, we'll come back. So we're back after several days, and unfortunately the results are not good. I let the Sugru cure for, I guess, about 48 hours, and I never even made it out of the house before it just cracked back again. So yeah, this was no good. I don't know, so many factors that could have played to part here. Not happy. I'm gonna try some Gorilla Glue next for these loveys, and then if that doesn't work for me, I'll be scouring eBay for a replacement pair, because these were bestest boots I ever, well, bestest other than the sole being broken, that I ever owned. Oh well. Also, 2 strikes for Sugru. I was able to, I mean, just barely just go doop. I put very, very little pressure on these to get them off. And it could have been just that, that I put them on top of the paint without actually removing the paint, sanding down anything, no real prep here. I just stuck it on there. Let's see how it does. Epoxy clay would still be there. Epoxy sculpt would still be there. I don't know so much about Sculpey, but Sugru did not work out for that either. I still have all of this left, and here's hoping that it will actually bond to a G4, and I can do the custom that I have in mind with this stuff. So that will obviously be later, as in later. That pony is not even on my desk at the moment, and I got lots of ponies on my desk, so. Anyways, that's it for this review / first impression. They can't all be good. Hope you guys are staying comfortable wherever you are. The temperatures here are actually in the mid-60s, and we're enjoying it. We're happy. And I got some other stuff coming. I'm slow, waiting for spring, summer, warmer weather. Oh yeah, and I do plan on doing that giveaway sometime fairly soon, so you can look, you guys, I can't talk, you guys can look for that later.
You guys can look for that very soon.
Yeah. Bye, guys.